Welcome, Virgo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your solar eclipse and new moon in Aries reading. These events are close together by minutes and are occurring on April 20th and 21st, depending where you are in the world. In the west coast of the U.S., they're occurring on Wednesday morning. So let's get started with your overall energy. And Virgo, we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is about this level of concern, anxiety, this desire to strategize, many elements of your desire to pursue a higher truth. This can be about your writing or speaking, a presentation effort that you're about. This can simply be about you putting together the pieces of a plan or a move forward in a way that you feel will best serve you. However, you are crippled by this, what amounts to anxiety, doubt, concern, worry, overthinking your experience so that you are actually lifted out of your present and you are placing yourself in this somewhat stormy environment of your mind, of your ideas, of the unending ideas and possibilities that you cannot control and may never come to fruition. So this actually speaks about an excessive overthinking, anxiety to try to manipulate things in a way that you truly have no real control over and ends up depleting your energy, depleting your ability to take joy in your present circumstances. In the position for the moon, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is where you're coming from after a period of this long global pandemic. Whatever healing cycles concurrent to that are your assessment and evaluation of your career, your working path, your relationships, how you've been putting energy into what it is that you do, and the rewards that you've been receiving for that. And in many ways, you know you're on the right path. You know that you have a strong career track, a strong track in a particular purpose or project that you're working on. However, you are also aware that you can work smarter rather than harder. And it's ironic that the overthinking is part of the way in which you're trying to organize and orchestrate these elements of your working or project life so that you are confirmed that you are on a progressive track, but you are also concerned about the unpredictability of events and conditions that we are experiencing in the world that make your track somewhat unpredictable, somewhat unexpected, in ways that you are trying to plan for, you're trying to take into account. In the position for the sun, we have the Death card. And this is really about the way that you've been sharing resources with others, be that in a personal relationship, be that as a member of a family or a group, or whatever way you professionally share resources with your colleagues. The way you've done it in the past is not the way that you want to do it moving forward or can do it moving forward. This can represent a change in your working for an institution as opposed to starting your own business. This is an example of a way that you could be shifting how you are managing your resources with others. In fact, there is a distinct possibility that you may be making a move from one to another. For example, taking a business that you've had and now working for an institution in a similar capacity. So, whatever this transition is, you are leaving a way that you have processed old information, a way you used to feel comfortable conforming, into an opportunity where you can be more authentic to your natural talents and abilities. You can pursue more directly the things that you want and you desire success in. But this requires a tremendous unpacking and letting go of old relationships and ways of doing things, old baggage. In the present, we have the King of Cups. This is really showing me your tremendous emotional maturity, tremendous growth, and an experience that doesn't account for a lot of emotional expression, but perhaps attends to the emotions, the feelings, the holistic experience of others. You are able to recognize that what you have experienced as failures, as an inability to continue in a way that you have for a very long time, that you have recognized that you are moving to a place that suits you better, from which you've learned valuable lessons, and in which you're now able to share your experiences of overcoming challenges with others in a way that makes you a guide, a counselor, someone who can reveal that this vulnerability, this sense of inadequacy or failure, can be turned into a strength, can be turned into a way that you learn and then even have gratitude for what were difficult lessons, recognizing that you're now in a better space, a space that actually not only supports others, but supports your deep creative expression, your deep emotional well of self-support, self-love, and self-forgiveness. In the past, we have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is showing how you have and are making changes in the way you work. And this is really about working more collaboratively. It's not that you haven't worked collaboratively in the past in some regard, but this is a way in which you're focusing on working together as equals, working together to change a situation, recognizing that no member of your team may have the answer, but that you are all agreeing to gather the skills, the knowledge, the information that you need to resolve this, create this change, perhaps even change fundamentals about the way in which you work. In the future card, we have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is really about your ability through these changes, through these this fundamental transition that you've been in, this fundamental way that you have allowed yourself to release baggage from the past and welcome in a new, more authentic expression of your skills and talents, of who you are, is this celebration of your emotional environment, your ability to support others and to be supported. This is, again, feels to be like an unfamiliar aspect of what others see of you, Virgo. However, this is a component of your experience that is growing rapidly and which you are acknowledging as perhaps a missing component to your working life, your professional experience, or even your relationships, your family life. Really recognizing that whoever forms this tribe, this family of support, is something that you may have felt lacking in your past, in your former experiences. And this is a great equalizer. No matter what your maturity and ability to give and offer support to others, you are also recognizing your humility in this experience in a way that allows you to step down from this expectation of power and responsibility for others. I'm going to clarify the King of Cups in your present with the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups. You really are looking at your expertise, what you know to be your area of command, your area of not only experience but growth and creativity. But you're also understanding that now is the time to move in a new direction. This is requiring planning, turning your gaze from a former experience to a new one, a new possibility. And in so doing, you are leaning upon this new relationship that you are developing with yourself. And part of this new self is this part of you that can forgive yourself, that can step back from a sense of being the caretaker and recognize that your care, your self-care, your self-love is fundamental to your ability to move in a direction that supports you too among all of your responsibilities. And this, again, feels like a newly emerging aspect of yourself where you are tapping into a connection to your higher self, as in your potential, your capacity, with a real belief and connection to that as not something that others are able to give you, but only you can give yourself. Those areas of your life where you may have felt void, that sense of emotional richness or even expression that may have felt out of your reach, is now something that you not only see as possible, but you also see as a simple next step, an obvious next step, that you've built the courage and the imagination, the emotional growth and maturity to support for yourself. I'm hoping that this reading is resonating for you, Virgo. If so, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate all the love and support that you give me. I especially welcome your comments, your lovely comments. So I pulled health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I thank you again for your time. I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, namaste.